on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. Quickly to the air is Wilson. Forced out to his left. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Now it's Wilson. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Got his man. It's Warren. And he is going to lose yardage here. 30-yard line, 2nd and 12. To throw is Wilson. He finds Pickens over the middle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. Now run straight ahead with Warren. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. On the give, it's Warren. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Calvin Austin, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Wilson going to throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Interesting. I mean, their kicker's fine, but they just opt to be aggressive and go for two, and they get it.
Does that not remind you of Mike Tomlin of a few seasons ago? Remember that when he started out the season, just this spate of going for two all the time and really making people understand, we're going to be aggressive, we're going to come after you? That felt like that Mike Tomlin coaching the team again.
Didn't he do that when they initially moved the extra point back a little bit?
He certainly did. Started to play a little analytics there and also let people know, I feel really confident with my offense on the field.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. Got an open man, it's McLeod, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Throwing on first down is Penix. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To the air, Penix. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit. They'll go play action here with Penix. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Now Penix. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown! Rondale Moore. from 13 yards out. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Cordero Patterson. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot there.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Finding room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. They'll throw with Penix. And he'll find McLeod on the right side, complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Ray McLeod, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Koo for the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And they'll remain down by 2. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive instead of fumble.
That can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up, and now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Darnell Mooney with an amazing diving catch. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now Wilson on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert. Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. The 20. 5 touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 41 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Ah, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Able to complete this one to McLeod. Final minute now of the third quarter. On 2nd down, it's Penix. Completes a Mooney on the slant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Here's Penix on 1st and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Ray McLeod, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Koo now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll try and throw with Penix. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. After the penalty, they only needed a yard. They thought they could get it across. They could not.
The right play, the right call, even though it was unsuccessful. When you have 1 yard to get, how many times
count on your offense?
Exactly. How many times we heard a team say that? If you can't get 1 yard in this situation, well, they tried it, didn't get it. I still think it was the right play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll fight forward on the straight ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. Complete to Washington. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Darnell Washington, 37 yards. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables. And
there he goes, left side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steelers for their next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now Wilson. Completes this one to Pickens. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's Wilson. That second down play. Nets a -4. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And looking to throw, Penix. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Robinson. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson. There's Robinson showing the flash. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Ray McLeod from 6 yards away. And the Falcons have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They got his man complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And that is no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently...
It is, he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets pop free.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there, that defense.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Off play action, Fields. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That is intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what?
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And they have got the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. and he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge.